With the spring season of anime quickly coming to an end, we are all unfortunately waiting for the end of some of our favourite shows. I've decided to try and speculate what to expect next in Season 3 of Vinland Saga after the amazing Farming Simulator Season 2 that included a whole lot of character development and self-discovery for Thorfinn. Like it or hate it, you gotta admit that Vinland Saga Season 2 gave the viewers a whole new perspective that's a total 180 from Season 1. We can truly see the contrast in Thorfinn's character from Season 1 and Season 2. In Season 1, the story was a prologue that shows the time in Thorfinn's life where he lost his way and was full of rage and had a disregard for life. When he lost his father, he followed Askeladd to get his revenge. Now, in Season 2, where he was made into a slave and where he no longer has a goal and no way to get his revenge after the death of Askeladd, we see Thorfinn in a drone-like state of mind, where he just does what he is told and goes through life thinking that there is no point in continuing to live, and he also has nightmares of his past and the hellish world of war that he used to be a part of. As the story continues, we see Thorfinn find value in hard work from his experience in farming and gets intrigued by everything new to him. This is because he has never experienced anything outside of war, because fighting is the only thing he has known for the past 20 years, together with suffering and a lot of death. Now, he has finally gotten the chance to leave behind the life of revenge and be reborn anew and atone for his sins and basically become a pacifist and trying to find the first way to resort to solve problems and only using violence as a last resort. Also, throughout the story in Season 2, he keeps on trying to remember something, but he doesn't know what it is. And eventually, as the story continues, he finally remembers the words that his father bestowed upon him.
遥かな西、海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がある。大海の向こうにそこは暖かく、ヴィンランドという名の豊かで、土地が奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かぬ。そこは遠い地だ。豊かで、どうだ、奴隷商人もいつか俺たちと一緒にその地で暮らさないか。そこならフィンランド、きっとあなたも苦しまずに生きていける。そうか。アルネイズさん、ここは俺たちと一緒にフィンランドというのか。そこへ行こう。フィンランドに平和な国を作ろう。
He finally remembers Vinland and also remembers the line his father said that he has no enemies. So viewers might misunderstand this as him being naive and not really understanding the world, but what Thor's, his father, really means is that having no enemies means being able to understand the people around you and understanding yourself, being able to forgive and forget, and understand that the enemy only becomes an enemy if you believe they are, when in fact, if you try to understand others, even those who wish ill will for you, you will understand that people are just doing what they believe is right, and the only way to truly prevent more suffering is to accept it and wish for others and ourselves to be better, and do our best to act upon it and try to find the best solutions without resorting to violence, just like what Thorfinn is trying to do. And it's really similar to the cycle of violence which we see in many animes such as Naruto and The Sword. So this also relates back to what Thor said in Season 1, where a true warrior does not need a sword.
こんなものに頼らざるを得んのは俺が未熟だからだ。 本当の戦士には剣などいらぬ。
leading back to him telling Thorfinn that he has no enemies. In the current episodes of Season 2, we see Thorfinn having a battle of ideology with King Canute. Thorfinn believes that violence of any kind should never be used, and they should try to find ways to solve issues through talking and discussions, while Canute has the mindset of using violence for the greater good and trying to create a world that is peaceful through violence. So this is basically the ideology of does the ends justify the means type of scenario, with Canute saying yes and Thorfinn saying no. Of course, in a perfect world, we all want Thorfinn to be right, but in a realistic world, Canute is going to be right. Honestly, Vinland Saga has just transcended the status of a normal anime and has become a life lesson for many people. The story shows the life of Thorfinn, who comes from what could be considered the worst background, with him killing for the sake of killing, to becoming a person who strives to create peace. This is when we start getting into what to expect in Season 3. I'll try to be as spoiler free as possible. So, what we know is that Leif Erikson has finally found Thorfinn and he wishes to bring Thorfinn back to Iceland. So, from how the story is going, I believe that they would either end Season 2 with them returning to Iceland or end just as they are leaving. By knowing this, we can speculate how Season 3 is going to be, with Season 2 covering about 45 chapters, depending on where Season 2 ends, of course. So, if they continue at the same pace as Season 1 and 2, and if we look at the amount of arcs from between the end of Season 2 and possibly about 45 chapters later, they could possibly cover up to 2 or 3 arcs, or maybe up to 50 or 60 chapters in Season 3, with them being the Fated Turn, the Hunter and the Hunted, and the Baltic Sea War, which are all considered part of the Eastern Expedition arc. So from this, we can see that there is a lot of story to tell, and it will become more fast-paced from now on, where we will see Thorfinn work hard to remain true to his ideology, to using violence as last resort, to meeting many new and old characters, and Thorfinn having his past bite him in the back as he faces those who were affected by his actions when he used to be a warrior in Ashkalad's crew. So, for people who felt as if Season 2 was slow, you should definitely look forward to Season 3 as it gets a whole lot more crazier in the next chapter of his life, and eventually leading him to Vinland to fulfill the dream that was given to him by Leif and Thors, his father, to be able to go to a land free of war, free of slavery, and free of suffering. This will of course lead us to the real life story of Thorfinn Karlsefni, who was known as one of the people who colonized Vinland, which is a land that is a part of the place popularly known as North America. Now, based on historical records, we know that Thorfinn does make it to Vinland, but everything in between is new and created solely for the anime. I'm looking forward to Thorfinn meeting his family again and their reaction to seeing him after decades. I'm also looking forward to see all the amazing and cool moments being animated and getting to see Thorfinn grow to become a true warrior that his father before him strived to become. Please do comment down below what you guys are looking forward to in Season 3 and how you guys feel about Season 2 so far. Please leave a like and subscribe to help the channel out. With that, I'll see you all next time.